One of the common questions we get is from lawyers, and they ask, why immigrate to Qatar as lawyers? We say, Qatar has witnessed an extraordinary development in its legal service field. Qatar now has over 160 attorneys licensed to practice in the court, a formal bar association, and over 1,100 graduated law students. Unfortunately, despite the number of educated women receiving law degrees, women compose only 19% of licensed attorneys allowed to plead before the court. Hi, this is Max from the Visa Library. In this video, I will talk about a few things that would be relevant to lawyers who are considering moving to Qatar. Watch this video till the end and subscribe to our channel. Click the bell too while you're at it. We publish 3 new videos every week, so be sure to subscribe. Let's go. Lawyers licensed to practice in their home countries will also be allowed to practice in Qatar. Qatari legal firms are permitted to hire non-Qatari lawyers to contest disputes, but only in the court of cassation. After that, the Minister of Justice will provide permission based on committee recommendations. Another need is for the non-Qatari lawyers to have a partner who is licensed to practice to try the case. Non-Qatari attorneys will be permitted to appear in court under the name of the local company for which they work if they are licensed to practice in their home country. They must also have worked for the Qatari business for at least 3 years. According to the new legislation, attorneys are not permitted to hold ministerial job positions while practicing, be parliamentarians, members of the Central Municipal Council or CMC, or to engage in business. In addition, they will be barred from working for the government, ministry, public institutions, or societies, banks, or any other firm or individual. On the other hand, working under another lawyer is not one of these requirements. What are the lawyer's responsibilities in Qatar? Lawyers' duties in Qatar include, but not limited to, number 1, monitoring legal risk in paperwork and providing recommendations on appropriate risk assumptions. Number 2, explaining laws, judgments, and rules for normal and legal people. Number 3, conducting legal research and acquiring evidence. Number 4, ensuring that all necessary approvals have been obtained. Number 5, explaining the law and providing legal counsel. Number 6, providing legal counsel in arbitration or mediation hearings. Number 7, drafting, reviewing, and managing wills, trusts, estates, contracts, and deeds. Number 8, managing regulatory and compliance-related services. Number 9, facilitating creative solutions to client challenges. Number 10, providing customers with legal counsel in civil or criminal court procedures. Number 11, managing and supervising paralegals and legal assistants. Number 12, preparing pleas and notices and appearing in court. How are the working schedules of lawyers in Qatar? Most attorneys are full-time employees and many work more than 40 hours weekly. In addition, lawyers in private sectors and those in large firms frequently labor long hours conducting research and drafting and reviewing papers. Here's a question. What are the required skills for lawyers in Qatar? Number 1, analytical abilities. Lawyers assist clients in solving problems. Therefore, they must analyze volumes of data, determine facts, and propose solutions. Number 2, interpersonal abilities. Lawyers must earn their clients' respect and confidence by developing a relationship in which clients feel comfortable sharing personal details. Number 3, problem-solving abilities. Lawyers must remove their emotions and objectively examine situations. As a result, excellent problem-solving abilities are essential for attorneys to create the best defense and proposal. Number 4, research abilities. Legal counsel or representation for a client sometimes necessitates extensive investigation. All attorneys must be able to determine whether laws and regulations apply to a certain issue. Number 5, communication abilities. Lawyers must be able to present their clients and explain evidence to a court and jury clearly. Number 6, writing abilities. When creating papers, including wills, trusts, and powers of attorney, lawyers must be exact and explicit. What are the requirements to immigrate to Qatar as lawyers? To be registered, a lawyer must, number 1, have a legal degree from a reputable university. Number 2, have the full civil ability and be at least 21. Number 3, be a decent person. Number 4, not have been charged with a crime or offense involving moral corruption. Number 5, have completed the necessary training. Okay, another question. How to immigrate to Qatar as lawyers? All foreigners in Qatar must have a residence permit. Sponsorship is only accessible if your employer sponsors you. Typically, the firm will secure a temporary visa for you to enter the nation. Other formalities will be done on-site after you arrive. Once you have a sponsor, your company must handle all the paperwork for your residency permits. A temporary visa must be converted into a residence permit within 2 to 4 weeks if you receive your employment offer before entering the country. They must do it. Yeah. With these permissions, your family can also live in Qatar. Your employer is responsible for renewing them each year. How to find lawyer jobs in Qatar? You can go to our article and see the list of websites that will help you find a legal job and immigrate to Qatar as lawyers. Link of our article is in the description. Okay, another question. How much is a lawyer's salary in Qatar? Lawyers' salaries in Qatar range from 14,100 QAR to 48,800 QAR. If you have 0 to 2 years of experience, you can expect to earn 196,800 QAR. 2 to 5 years around 275,500 QAR. 5 to 10 years around 363,000 QAR. 10 to 15 years around 448,500 QAR. 15 to 20 years around 478,100 QAR, and plus 20 years around 520,900 QAR. If you have a bachelor's degree, you make an average of 275,200 QAR, a master's degree around 348,300 QAR, and a PhD around 514,800 QAR. Doha is the capital of Qatar. It pays the highest average salary to lawyers at about 396,300 QAR. What are the similar jobs to lawyers in Qatar? Again, you need to go to our article and see the list of similar jobs in Qatar. Link is in the description. Can a foreign legal firm open an office in Qatar? Foreign legal companies may receive licenses to practice law in Qatar in one of two ways. Number one, by forming a firm in Qatar under the authority of the law of lawyers. Number two, by creating a firm under the auspices of the free zone guaranteed by the Qatar Financial Center. The Qatari Minister of Justice will decide which multinational legal firms will be allowed to practice in the country. They will, however, be required to work within the limitations of responsibilities specified in their legal license. The license will be valid for 5 years and will be renewed. International law firms must be listed on both the international and Qatari registers. In addition, the firm's lawyers must be registered in Qatar lawyer registration. Foreign legal firms often get operating permissions if they have particular competence worldwide. However, these operating permits are valid for 5 years and have historically been in short supply. Here's a question, an important one. Can a foreign lawyer acquire a visa to see clients but not to practice? Yes. Business visas are available but are not necessary for GCC or United Kingdom nationals. Another question. Can a foreign lawyer receive a license to work as a legal consultant? Foreign attorneys working in recognized international law firms in Qatar jurisdiction may be added to the registry. These attorneys may practice domestic, international, and Qatari law, but they may not appear in court except in the restricted situations. Okay, another question. Are there any requirements that a foreign lawyer must meet to qualify for a restricted license? Before being admitted to the International Lawyers Register, a foreign lawyer must have 3 years of previous practice experience in his or her native country. Another question. Can foreign lawyers attend court under any circumstances? It is conceivable for a non-Qatari lawyer authorized to practice law in his or her home country to request authorization to appear in Qatari courts in a specific case. However, the ability to participate will be decided by the Ministry of Justice in response to a recommendation by the Lawyers Acceptance Committee. It will have to be done in collaboration with a practicing Qatari lawyer. But there you go. Now you have the necessary information you need to immigrate to Qatar as a lawyer. There is a cheat sheet on our website. Go ahead and download it. It will help you along the way. Link is in the description. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. It will help YouTube's algorithm. You can also follow our social media accounts. Links are in the description. If you have any type of video that you want to know about, write the name in the comment section and we will make a video for it. Thank you all for watching.